What if I told you that the person you admire today, the successful one, the confident one, was once laughed at, broke, and sleeping in his childhood bedroom at age 30?
What if success didn't come before failure, but because of failure?
Stay with us until the end, because this story might change the way you see failure forever.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Studio. I'm Ethan.
And I'm Sarah. Today we have an incredible story about failure and success.
That's right. Have you ever failed at something? Maybe you tried to learn English before and gave up. Maybe you started something and it didn't work. Today's story will change how you think about failure.
This is the story of a man who failed 7 times, lost everything, and then built a $10 million company.
Let me explain some important words first. Failure means when something does not succeed. The opposite is success, when you achieve your goal. An entrepreneur is someone who starts their own business. Can you say that word? Intrapreneur.
Entrepreneur. Good. Let's begin the story.
Our story takes place in Chicago, Illinois. Chicago is a big city in the United States. The year is 2010. Our main character is a young man named Ethan Rivera.
Ethan is 24 years old. His father owns a small printing business. The family has enough money, but Ethan wants more. He wants to build something big.
So at age 24, Ethan takes all his savings, that's the money he saved, and opens a phone accessory store. Accessories are extra things like phone cases and chargers.
Did it succeed?
No. After only 8 months, the business failed. He lost $15,000. His father said, "Come work at my printing shop." But Ethan refused. He felt that would be admitting defeat, accepting failure.
So he tried again?
Yes. At 25, he started an online tutoring service. Tutoring means teaching students privately. He worked for 1 year. The result? Only 3 customers and $280 total.
That's terrible.
Then, failure number 3, a food delivery startup. Startup means a new business. He lost $8,000. Failure number 4, a clothing boutique, a small fashionable shop. He lost $12,000. Failure number 5, an event planning company. He lost $6,000.
5 failures. What did people say?
People started talking. They said, "Ethan Rivera? He's the guy who keeps failing. Another business. His poor father." His college friends stopped inviting him to reunions. He was an embarrassment. He made people feel uncomfortable.
How did Ethan feel?
He felt terrible. Late at night, he would think, maybe they're right. Maybe I'm not an entrepreneur. Maybe I'm just a failure. He had no money left. His credit cards were maxed out. He borrowed too much and couldn't borrow more.
At age 29, Ethan started his 6th business, a digital marketing agency. This company helps other businesses advertise online.
Did this one work?
No, this was his biggest disaster. He took a loan from the bank, borrowed money he must pay back. He hired 2 employees. He signed an office lease, a rental contract.
And then what happened?
Within 6 months, all his clients left. Clients are customers. He couldn't pay his employees. He couldn't pay rent. The landlord evicted him, forced him to leave. His employees quit angrily. And for the first time, Ethan declared bankruptcy.
What does bankruptcy mean?
Bankruptcy is a legal declaration that you cannot pay your debts. It's very serious. At age 30, Ethan moved back into his childhood bedroom at his parents' house.
That must have been humiliating.
Humiliating means causing shame and embarrassment. Yes, it was. His father barely spoke to him. His mother cried. He had no money, no prospects, no possibilities for the future, and no confidence.
What did he do?
One night, sitting on his bed, Ethan made a decision. He whispered, "One more, just one more try. If I fail again, I'll give up forever. But I need one more chance." But Ethan knew he needed help. No bank would lend him money after 6 failures and bankruptcy. So he took a job as a waiter at an expensive restaurant.
A waiter? After going to college?
Yes, every night he served wealthy business people. He listened to them discuss deals and investments, and every night he felt like a failure.
That sounds painful.
It was, but then something amazing happened. One evening, a regular customer, someone who comes often, sat in Ethan's section. This man was named Mr. Thomas. He was about 60 years old and owned several factories. He was a self-made millionaire.
What does self-made mean?
Self-made means he built his wealth himself, not from inheritance. As Ethan served his meal, Mr. Thomas looked up and said, "You're too smart to be a waiter."
Really?
Yes. Mr. Thomas said, "I've watched you for weeks. You listen. You ask smart questions. You're learning. Why are you here?" Ethan hesitated, paused because he was nervous, then decided to be honest. He said, "Because I've failed at everything else."
That's very honest.
Mr. Thomas smiled. He asked, "How many times?" Ethan answered, 6 businesses. All failed. Then Mr. Thomas said something that changed everything. He said, "You know what I see? I see someone who tried 6 times. Most people don't try once."
Wow, that's a different perspective.
Then Mr. Thomas said, "Sit down." Ethan said, "Sir, I'm working." But Mr. Thomas insisted, "Sit. I'll handle your manager." So Ethan sat.
Mr. Thomas leaned back and said calmly, "I failed 11 times before my first success."
11 times? Even more than Ethan?
Yes, this successful man in an expensive suit had failed 11 times. He continued, "I lost my house. I slept in my car. My wife almost left me. But on attempt number 12, something clicked."
What does clicked mean here?
Clicked means everything suddenly made sense, like finding the right answer to a puzzle. Ethan's eyes widened, became bigger from shock. He asked, "What changed?"
What did Mr. Thomas say?
He said, "I learned 3 laws, 3 lessons that turned me from a serial failure, serial means repeated, into someone who could build something real. If you're serious about trying again, meet me tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. at my office. I'll teach you. But only if you're ready to learn instead of just repeating the same mistakes."
Did Ethan go?
Ethan couldn't sleep that night. The next morning at 5:45 a.m., he stood outside Mr. Thomas's office. When Mr. Thomas arrived at 6, he smiled. "You're early. Good. That's the first sign you might make it this time." Mr. Thomas led Ethan into his office. On the wall was a frame with 11 business names, each crossed out in red. "I keep that to remember," Mr. Thomas said. Then he taught Ethan the 3 laws.
What's the first law?
Mr. Thomas asked, "Tell me about your 6 failures. What did you do wrong?" Ethan thought, then said, "I jumped into ideas without research. I didn't understand my customers. I ran out of money too fast."
Those are good observations.
Yes, but Mr. Thomas said, "You just described the same mistake 6 times. Passion without preparation." He explained with an example. Imagine building a house. You're excited about the design, but you skip the foundation. Every time the house falls, you blame the weather. But the real problem? No foundation.
I understand.
Law number 1, study before you start. Before your next attempt, spend 3 months learning everything about the industry, the market, the competition. 3 months, not 3 days. Most people fail because they confuse excitement with expertise, specialized knowledge.
What's the second law?
Mr. Thomas asked, "Why did your businesses fail so quickly?" Ethan said, "I ran out of money. I lost motivation. Customers didn't come fast enough." Mr. Thomas nodded, "Because you expected success in 6 months. Any business worth building takes 18 months minimum."
18 months?
Yes, he explained the timeline. Months 1 to 6, learning and suffering. Months 7 to 12, small progress, still struggling. Months 13 to 18, breakthrough begins. Months 19 and beyond, growth accelerates, speeds up.
So the first 6 months are the hardest?
Exactly. Law number 2, commit to 18 months. Not until you run out of money, not until you get discouraged. 18 months of showing up every single day, even when it looks like nothing is working. Mr. Thomas asked, "Can you do that?" Ethan said quietly, "I can."
What about the third law?
Mr. Thomas said, "Your 6th business offered everything: social media, web design, email marketing. You were mediocre at everything and excellent at nothing." Mediocre means average, not very good.
So what should he do?
Law number 3, do one thing better than everyone else. Not 10 things okay, one thing extraordinarily well. Become so good at one specific thing that people can't ignore you.
Mr. Thomas made Ethan an offer. "I'll give you 3 months of free mentorship. Every Saturday at 6 a.m., come here. I'll teach you. Then you'll choose one service in one industry and become the best at it. And you'll commit to 18 months, no matter what. But if you quit before 18 months, don't ever contact me again."
That's tough, but fair.
Ethan agreed. For 3 months, every Saturday they met. They studied market research, analyzed successful businesses, and dissected Ethan's failures to extract lessons. Extract means to pull out. Ethan chose his focus: LinkedIn lead generation for business-to-business tech companies.
That's very specific.
Yes, one service, one industry. He spent 3 months just learning LinkedIn algorithms, sales cycles, customer problems. He didn't start the business yet, just learned. His father thought he was wasting time, but Ethan remembered: foundation before building.
When did he launch?
In month 4, Ethan launched Tech Lead Connect. No office, no employees, just Ethan and a laptop. His promise: "I will generate 20 qualified leads per month, or you don't pay." His first client paid $500 per month. Let me tell you what happened, month by month. Month 5, 1 client, $500. Month 6, 2 clients, $1,000. Month 7, he lost 1 client, back to $500.
Oh no.
His father confronted him. 8 months, $500 per month. This is the same pattern. Stop. Ethan felt doubt creeping back, slowly returning, but he remembered Mr. Thomas's words. Months 1 to 6, learning and suffering. He was on track. This was supposed to be hard.
So he didn't quit?
No. Month 9, 3 clients, $1,500. Month 10, 5 clients, $2,500. Month 11, 7 clients, $3,500. The clients were staying. They were getting results. Word was spreading. People were recommending him.
That's progress.
Month 13, remember what the timeline said? Breakthrough begins. And it did. A mid-sized tech company hired him for $3,000 per month. Ethan nearly cried. Month 14, that company referred 2 others. Suddenly, $8,000 per month. Month 15, $12,000. He hired his first employee.
What about months 18?
Exactly 18 months after launching, Ethan landed his biggest client. A tech startup paid $10,000 per month. His total monthly revenue, $28,000. He called Mr. Thomas, his voice breaking with emotion. 18 months. You were right. Mr. Thomas laughed. Now the real work begins.
With proven results, growth accelerated. Year 2, $400,000 in annual revenue, 5 employees. Year 3, $1.2 million. He paid back all debts. Year 5, $10 million in revenue, 60 employees, offices in 3 cities.
From bankruptcy to $10 million in 5 years.
Yes, Ethan, now 35, spoke at a business conference in San Francisco. A young entrepreneur approached him. "Mr. Rivera, I've failed twice. Should I try again?" Ethan smiled. "How badly do you want it?" The person said, "More than anything." Ethan replied, "Then yes, but remember 3 things."
The 3 laws?
Exactly. First, study before you start. Passion without preparation is just expensive hope. Spend 3 months learning. Second, commit to 18 months. Most people quit during the suffering period before success arrives. Third, master one thing. Don't be mediocre at everything. Be extraordinary at one specific thing. Now, let's apply these laws to learning English. Law 1. Study before you start. Don't just try to speak without preparation. Learn basic grammar. Build vocabulary. Study pronunciation. This foundation makes everything easier.
What about Law 2?
Commit to 18 months of consistent practice. Not 2 months, 18 months. Many students study for a few weeks, don't see perfect results, and quit. But fluency takes time. If you study 30 minutes every day for 18 months, you will see amazing results.
And Law 3?
Focus on one skill at a time. Don't try to improve speaking, writing, listening, and grammar all at once. Maybe focus on listening for 3 months, then speaking. When you master one area, others become easier. Dear listeners, let's review. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of the path to success. Ethan failed 6 times before succeeding. Mr. Thomas failed 11 times. Every successful person has failed many times.
The 3 laws. Study before you start. Commit to 18 months. Master one thing.
The most important message is this: real failure only happens when you quit. If you keep trying and learning, you haven't failed, you're just preparing for success.
Whether you're learning English or pursuing any goal, remember Ethan's story. Show up every day. Stay committed. Keep learning.
Your breakthrough might be closer than you think. Maybe it's just one more attempt away. Never give up until you win.
Thank you for listening to the English Studio. Keep studying, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself.
Until next time, goodbye from the English Studio.
Goodbye, everyone.